I started an awful lot of people on breeding good horses. I'll never forget, one time I went down to Douthit in Los Angeles, and I walked in, and Douthit had a chestnut stud there. It was a Harris stud. Well, old man Harris raised pretty poor horses. And this chestnut stud had a nice bright color, but he had the lowest tail set I've ever seen on a horse, clear down. And so Douthit was kind of a fiery old guy. And I said, well, and he had some good mares. He had good mares. I said, if I were breeding these horses, the first thing I'd do is get rid of that stud. And boy, I thought he got so mad, I thought he was going to throw me off the place. So after I left, he had two sons, and the sons got talking to the old man. They said, well, now, listen, maybe he's got something there. Why don't you listen and we'll find out. So, you know, from then on, he met Roslyn then. And you know, that fellow got to be if he'd have lived, he'd have been the best Arab horse breeder in the United States. Boy, he didn't fool with him. He sure raised some good horses. And he was headed for still better ones. When I was coming up in the business, I didn't have money enough to buy very many real top horses. And I was just lucky to get horses as good as I did. And when Douthit knew he was going to die, he called me up. He had this son of Abu Racine. So he called me up and he says, I want you to buy Abu Racine. Of course, I was expanding my business and I didn't have any money. I said, well, I'll tell you, I'd like to have the horse, but I said, I just can't afford it. That's all there is to it. I just haven't got the money. Because just before that, he had been offered $10,000 by a doctor's wife in San Francisco. And they offered anything that she wanted the horse, her husband's going to buy it. But Douthit wouldn't sell him because he knew that if I had the horse, I would breed it the way he would breed it. And that's what he wanted, the bloodline to go on. So he sold me the horse for $1,500 that he could have gotten $10,000 out of.